Alright, this is the forever base, as I call it in 7 Days to Die. It's the base you can build on day one and last throughout the whole game because you can upgrade it. The initial build is quite simple. I'll show you that now. Alright, you start next to the trader. And you go out a bit. And you start with a very traditional step approach. We're just building the very traditional array there. First row is 6 long, second row is 5 long, then 4, then 3, then 2. Now, that'll slow the zombies up when they're jumping up to get you. And I go out by 4, and you notice it turns yellow there, but we go down, and that's solid. And I do a second one so that it will not collapse easily. And I go on this side, 2, 3, 4, down. And then I'm going to have a raised platform, so I go out, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And this one, you notice I do the other way around. Where I'm adding to how deep it is. The simple reason for that is I'm going to add ladders on the side, just 3. That way I'll be able to jump up, but the zombies cannot. Now this is going to be a everything base, meaning I'm going to put all my crafting in here, and I know a number of people say they don't like that because then you get screamers at your base, but I don't care because it's my horde base. Screamers are just a point resource. I need more blocks. Oops, let me do that right. Now, this will take a few hundred blocks to fully build, even for the first night. But you can just start with the very simple, about 200 blocks, which is, a few trees to knock down, but that's not hard to do on day one.
Thank God it's almost closing time. I've had enough bullshit for one day.
And in the corners, I jump up and put a block so it's 4 high, and here I put scaffolding ladders. Do the advanced rotation. Now it won't happen on night 1. But scaffolding
We're
ladder
closed, so fuck off.
so that when you do get to the stage that cops start showing up, this will block spit. So I have put in the basic base. Okay, that was less than 200, but I'm going to keep going because I want to make this an area to work in, to live in, to build in. Now nothing has been upgraded as yet except for the front gate. And since I did get some initial cobblestone on my way in, upgrade that one block to cobblestone. And this is all just to make the entrance tough. I would be defending it, of course, so it doesn't have to be too tough, but it has to slow them up enough that I can kill them. Alright, so my next step is to build storage boxes. And as you can see, I'm just going to put them there. I'm going to stack them 3 high. I'm going to label this one materials. And in there I put everything I used to build, have gathered up and don't know what else to do with, because I will not need it initially, so I put it in there. So this is where I store things. Now down here I put the one I'll call pantry. And here's where I'll put the food, any water I have, any liquids at all, anything that can become basically that. I'd also put medicine here, but notice I don't have it. And up here I'll put a chest I'll call war. The war chest will hold all the weapons, the ammunition that I don't initially need, and all of that sort of thing. I'll put my knife back there. Now here I'll put parts and tools. Now you can do the storage differently depending on how you are. You can throw it all in one, but I just think, well, hey, that's not a tool. I think that's more a war thing, to keep stuff maintained. And gunpowder should go up there. And the hammer that I found is also a tool, so that's all there. Now over here, put some light up to see better. At this one, I will craft a campfire. In fact, I'll make 2. I'll upgrade those just so I don't accidentally put that corner. Okay. was fortunate enough to find a pot and a grill on day 1. Start making water. If I had anything to cook, I could start cooking it. But on day 1, you know, don't have much. Just to show where I'm going with this, I'll show I make the corner here. Oops, too high. No, not too high. And that's why I put the second tower one back from the ladder so that I could put a wall. And that was 200 building blocks. So we'll make some more, well, less than 200 because I used some in the campfire. But this gives me something to do on the first night. As you can see, this is a nice, simple base. Nothing special here. Nothing weird. Just kind of building things up. Filling things out. I think that's right. Alright, and see here, I don't want to jump off quite, but I will put a ladder to the upstairs. And now I can jump up here, and I could access the upper level to fix any damage, to put up planting beds, to put up dew collectors if you want to do that. Whoops. I was also able to get a lot more wood than usual. Well, it wants me to make a land claim too. I will do that, but this is on the first day. I start doing things that are parts of the quests, the special challenges. Oops. I'm putting doors down, putting spikes down. And I'm just making this sturdy because this is where the zombies will come up, and if they get irritated, they'll start destroying stuff. And I'll put some spikes. First off, I have to put one, but I want more than that because, you know, they may start calling in a zombie horde or something like that. And now I'm reinforcing the legs, which I can do early on. I don't need to do it the first night, I think, but it's something to do. And this is all so that the base cannot fall down without a lot of work on the part of zombies. You notice it's not a single thing holding it up, it's a whole lot of dots on the corners. That was the end of my cobblestone, but I still have it should be fine for the first several days. Oops, I hear a zombie. Good. Let's do a demonstration. I don't know if she'll get stuck on the spikes. No, she came around. Good. Now the scaffolding ladders can be struck through with melee. In the first day or so, the bone knife does excellent on that. And when they get to the top of the first step, they tend to stagger and stop, and then you can hit them. One blow did not kill her. She's coming up for more. Whoops, she bled out. Oh well. So I can resume fixing up the base. Alright, and that is the first night's base. Now on later nights, when I start needing space for forges and such things, I start expanding out this way, again with the 4 out and then 4 down. Sorry, 5 down. And that will give me further base space, but I don't want that on the first night. So that is the first night. It's 2:30 in the morning. I can have my water. Be ready to start the day. Now it's important to note I did this building a base to have this ready on the first day. I did not start running through the challenges. I don't think I'll eat much more. I will have some of this because I have water. I picked up jars, I filled them, I was able to... Oh, didn't get that bottle. Oh. So, while I'm here, it's still nighttime. I'll go out this way. Oh, I hear another zombie. More points for me when he eventually gets here. While I'm waiting, I'll look and see is there anything else I can do. I don't think so. Oops. Oh, he's dead. I hear a snake. Now snakes do get up the block, as you can see, which is a good thing, because I've not got free meat, which is one of the challenges. gave me a little bit of leather, which I'll put away. In fact, I'll put just about everything away. That I don't need. Alright, so that's about it, and I can go back out here. Get some more stone, because I will need to make more arrows, more cobblestone, and just clear the space out. Now again, I'm getting way ahead of myself. But while I'm here, I'll put a hatch on the top of the roof. And so when eventually I start getting buzzers, come on, go down. Go down. We'll be good for that. And that's where we are. On day one, we have a base, defensible front. I'll later do things like I will double up, I'll add more bars on the outside. And I'll add plates on the front of the blocks above that, and wedges above that, so that it's double thick in the front. But on day one, through
Trader
about
Rick
the
is
first
open
horde,
for business.
this will do fine.
Direct or get wrecked.
And that's the start of day one. Alright, so we'll continue in a little bit with what it looks like later on.